Let's do a thumbnail with this glove. Okay, hello guys, welcome back to my channel. So today we're going to be doing a little bit of a different kind of content. I just had this idea, like I studied aviation management, I went to school for aviation. Obviously I work in the aviation industry. I might as well give you the tips and tricks and hacks to get around all those expensive flight tickets, to know what the hell you're doing anytime you're in an airport. I'm going to call it, I don't know if I'm going to call it savvy travel, travel with savvy, travel savvy, something. You guys let me know, should it be savvy travel, travel with savvy, or travy savvy? Not travy savvy, travel savvy, okay? I'm going to be specifically focusing on travel, air travel, okay? I'm not going to be doing trains or like ships or anything like that. I'm just going to be specifically focusing my content on commercial air travel, okay? Any questions you have about aviation and travel, please let me know. Put it in the description box below. Like, my international travel is a little bit limited, but hopefully I'll be able to change that very, very soon, okay? The air travel is similar all around the world, in as much as in the fact that you have checking, you have security, you have gates and all that stuff. But you know, every city, every state, every country, every place you go is a little bit different. But like I said, I'm going to be focusing on North America because that's where I live and that's the experience that I have. So I'll just be shedding light on that. Okay, let's get into the video. Alright, so today we're going to be talking about airport terminologies, okay? The first thing we're going to talk about is airport. What is an airport? An airport is a place where people depart or arrive from a flight. I'm just going to explain it in layman's terms, and then like terms that a 4-year-old, 5-year-old easy would be able to understand. So an airport is a place where people arrive or depart for their flight, okay? An airport also has what we call terminals. Now terminals, depending on how big or small the airport, can have several terminals or only one terminal. And usually terminals contain certain airlines, and airlines are the people that operate the airplanes and flights and all that stuff, right? But terminals or just the building is just the building in which like everything is contained in. So a terminal could for example contain Delta, United, and Southwest, only that terminal. Some airports are designed a little bit differently, but just know that a terminal is just a place that contains certain airlines, security, and all that stuff. It's just the airport building. That's just what the terminal is. Departures and arrivals. Departures are people leaving the airport to travel to a destination. Arrivals are people that are coming from another destination and landing in the hometown or wherever that is, okay? Check-in and ticketing. Check-in is where you take your check bags, okay? So when you're traveling, you have a carry-on and then you have a check bag. A carry-on is a bag you carry on with you to the plane. A check bag is the bag you give to the airlines and they put it underneath the plane. Ticketing and check-in are usually in the same place. If you're not checking a bag, usually airlines are very good about sending you reminders 24 hours before your flight. They tell you to check in. That's just to let them know that you're still coming for the flight, and it enables you to get your boarding pass before the flight. So it's always good to do that online check-in before you actually do the physical check-in. If you're not checking a bag, then you don't need to physically check in, okay? If you are checking a bag, then it's still good to check in online, but also when you physically go in there, you check in. That's just you saying or announcing, I'm here for my flight, ready, good to go, okay? So the next thing, after you checking your bags, the next thing you do is head to security. Now every airport is arranged and configured every airline is arranged, or every airport is arranged and configured differently, okay? Some airlines, you go through security. Everybody, you have to go through security before you get to your gate, okay? So some people, a gate each gate has their own security, or some airports all the security is in one place. You go through security and then you get to your gate. Some airports, like A gates or B gates or C gates, will have like their own individual securities. Yeah. At security, what you need two things: your boarding pass and your ID. Like, don't wait until you get to the front of the TSA agent to pull out your ID and boarding pass. Always make sure like you have them hand in hand, good and ready to go. Okay. The next thing I'm going to talk about is the gate or concourse. You can use this interchangeably however you want, but usually a gate is where you load onto the plane. Okay, a gate, they're different airlines have different, like, a gate is just usually a place where a lot of flights leave out of, right? So depending on the airport, some airlines have like all their flights leave out of one gate. It could be and they're usually numbered A, B, C, D, E, F, you know, go up and up and up and up. So for example, if you're flying to A gate, then you go through the A gates, or if you're going to concourse A, or like, it's still the same thing as all is where you go to wait to get onto your flight. Okay, next thing I'm going to talk about is the tarmac. The tarmac is that little bridge / tunnel looking area that you walk through to get onto your plane. Okay, that's what the tarmac is. A lot of people don't know that, because they might like, what's a tarmac? Why am I even thinking about a tarmac? Like, you know, but that's like the little bridge, that little area, that little space that you walk onto to get to your flight. I hope that this video is not like confusing to anybody. Like I said, I already talked about arrivals. Arrivals are people that are coming from a different city and landing in that airport, right? And then there's baggage claim and ground transportation. Once you land, you want to go to baggage claim or ground transportation. If you didn't check it back, just look for ground transportation. If you're taking an Uber or if somebody is picking you up, then you tell them like where you are. I'm going to be at ground transportation. If you're at an airport and you don't know where you're going to, read the signs. You're going to hear me say this a lot. Read the signs. Most airports are very, very well signed, so they will tell you like, go left, go right. Just read the signs. And if you're not sure, ask somebody. I'm sure any airport employee will be able to like direct you in a way. And if they're not sure, always go to the information desk. The information desk will help you gather all the information you need. Like I said, this video was not going to be too long. This is like aviation 101, air flight 101. We're just getting into the terminologies and terms that we use when we are traveling. So that's the airport terminals, departures, arrivals, security, gate, concourse, tarmac, arrivals, baggage claim, ground transportation, all that good stuff. There's more things about aviation and aviation travel, terms that you would like me to explain in the simplest of terms, in terms that like a 5-year-old will understand. I'm your girl. Okay, that's what I'm here for. Hope you guys like my makeup and you guys like my outfit. You know, I'm giving you spring summer vibes. Okay, and that brings me to the end of the video. This video is not going to be a long one. It's just like informational. I hope that this helps somebody that's kind of like trying to figure out like what you know. So my next aviation content series, talking about what not to do when you're traveling, or how to prepare for a flight and how you should go through your flight. Yeah.